Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Life Coach Joya from Life Coach Shaun Joya from Life Coach Philippines. And this is coaching for workforce management. This coaching for conversation are for people in the workplace. Yeah, and for those people in the workforce, for those people who are currently working in the corporate world, who are wanting to find more meaning and fulfillment at the work that they do. And my mission is to be able to help organizations humanize the workforce so that they can achieve their desired results with efficiency and accuracy. What we do here at Life Coach Philippines is to help people in mental fitness. And if you are an organization, if you are a business leader, if you are looking for support to help your people in there to continuously be motivated, continuously be inspired, continuously be efficient and effective to do the work that they do. Just let us know, give us a message in here. Let us help you so that you can drive efficiency and accuracy while your people are enjoying the work that they do. They're enjoying their life, they're enjoying their relationship, especially during these times when, there's no space between or no boundaries between work and life. It's much more challenging. People would say that it's easier right now because people are now have full time at their homes. But the reality is, people are challenged with transition, but we can help the individuals to manage transition and they can be more effective in their transition. It will just allow them to enjoy their life, enjoy their relationship, enjoy their moments every time they do their work, and also, give them an opportunity as well to enjoy their passion project, right? So thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for joining me live today. Please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are presently located as of this very moment. Please do tag your friends and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing to you today. If you are driving, do not share this video, okay? You focus on driving, just listen to me, and that's okay. Just share it afterwards, okay? Cool lang. Okay, you might also give a shout out to people who want to greet and reach out, give them some inspiring message. What the beautiful thing about it is, if you just leave someone with some message out there that they feel that they're important, they feel that there's someone that we think about it. It just gives value to the relationship. It just gives value to the day, and just allowing the day, the present moment. It's Monday, by the way. It's Monday, so let's us enjoy this Monday. It's not a manic Monday. No, let's remove that manic Monday just out there. Remove that, and just focus on enjoying and giving value to the work that you do. So give them some shout out in there, post in some inspiring message in there, and just allow them to join in, especially if they are people in the workplace who are wanting to create a meaningful and fulfilling life. If you are watching this on a replay, of course, we would want to know that you're watching us. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat. Even if it's not live, you're still watching the videos, please do comment hashtag replay in there. We are streaming, or I am streaming specifically, by a FB page of Life Coach Philippines. And if you want YouTube high definition videos, check in YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to the platform, please do like, follow, and subscribe the page. All right. So today it's gonna be something different. Today we're gonna talk about driven today, like the 6 reasons why we work. Like, what are the reasons why we work? You would say that most of us work because of our family, but there are motivations in there that really propels us or moves us or pushes us towards doing the work that we do. So before I begin, let me just give a shout out to all of you, those watching. If I'm looking here, this is my screen. I'm seeing your comments in here. Maraming salamat. Coach Maureen, of course, maraming salamat. Thank you for joining me. My better half also is here. Coach Tin, maraming salamat. And Coach Beverly, maraming salamat for joining me. So I'm gonna talk about driven, the 6 reason why we do the work, and why is it important for us to understand why we do what we do. Sabi nga, di ba, in a famous television commercial here in the Philippines, para kanino ka bumabangon? So para kanino ka bumabangon? Yeah, it's a great question to ask, right? So put that in the comment section. para kanino ka ba bumabagon? Who are you waking up for? All right. So before I begin, let me quickly, briefly introduce myself. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're watching me, if this is the first time you're seeing this face, I am Coach Shaun Hoya. I'm a professional actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach. I am a father at 19. I am director at 35 and then a full-time certified life coach at 37. So I'm a professional life coach now and I do life coaching and my focus is in the area of self-leadership. And self-leadership is our ability to be intentional in the way we feel and the way we think and the way we respond. And being intentional means that you are designing your life in a way that you get the kind of experiences that you want and the kind of relationship that you want. I'm not talking about results here because at the end of the day, results may vary. But the most important thing in self leadership is who you are becoming in the process. So, in everything that you say and everything that you do, who you are becoming in the process is the most critical in self leadership. And if you are someone who wants to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life, who wants to be in a space where there's full of joy, there's full of love, there's full of peace, and there's full of hope, come and join me. Let me help you in that area. I'm doing this coaching profession full time since I left the corporate world back in 2019 after 14 years of successful career in the call center industry. It landed me a directorship role back then. It was a wonderful journey, 2 to 3 years promotion. That was my goal. That was my focus on. And it just, give me not just the promotion, but it's allowing me to help others as well move to the corporate ladder and be able to fulfill the dreams that they have. Because there's a lot of people in the workspace right now who are wanting to, live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. And we are able to have clarity on that. And that just allows things to matter. All right. I am on a mission to help the workplace create a mentally fit environment. So if you are someone, if you are a leader, a business leader, if you are someone who is an HR head and is in dire need of support, as I've said a while ago, the workplace has shifted significantly during this pandemic. And one of the challenges of individuals in the sale, as I talk to individuals, it's the same challenge is how they are transitioning right now because it's a challenge to communicate, it's a challenge to connect, and it's a challenge to have a conversation with their people. And people are lacking the motivation to continuously move forward because it's all about work right now. They're not able to create the boundary between the work and the life that they have. And if you want that, and I know the business that you create is for a long haul, it is something that you're passionate about, it's something that your mission, let us help you in that space. Let us help your employees, let us help your workforce in there so that they can continue to be inspired and live a meaningful and fulfilling life. If you are joining me right now and if you're asking where can you see us, where can you see me, well, I would like to invite you to join us in Workforce Today. This is created by Life Coach Philippines. Workforce Today is a community that we created for everyone in the workforce. If you are working in the service industry, if you are working in the shipping industry, if you're working on different kind of industry and are looking for a community for you to be able to be mentally fit, then Workforce Today is something that you can access. Coach Tin, if you can share that link in the comment section below so that people can join, would appreciate that. Join us there. We're putting in contents in there to help you be mentally fit so that you can enjoy the life that you have. If you are a workforce management professional and then looking for a page that would allow you to learn more about workforce management, how to put in the right people at the right place at the right time, doing the right things, and understanding the art and science of workforce management, just search Life Coach Shaun Hoya, Life Coach Shaun Hoya, or Coach Shaun Hoya, and you'll see me there. And I'll share to you every day some nuggets, some wisdom, some learnings, and some skills that you can utilize on that day. Every day, I post in there at 5:55 a.m. At times there can be some challenges with Facebook, but I post it there every morning. And if you want to connect with me on a personal level, if you have any questions, if you need support, just message me at Shaun Chong Hoya. Just search me in there, then you would see me and just add me up. Then let's stay connected. All right. So what is it for you? What's in it for you today? Yan, I called it Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. What's in it for you today? I'm going to share to you the two types of motives, the six reasons why we work, how to follow your flow, and how life coaching can help you design your life. Yeah, no, it's all about living a designed life. You know, yeah, I've grown and worked in the corporate world, not really being intentional about the life that I wanted. You know, I have a goal. My clear goal was to get promoted every 2 to 3 years, but I didn't really have a clear understanding or a mental picture of what my life is. And 3 years ago, when I got certified, I started to design my life. You know, I hired a coach, which is Master Coach A is my coach. You know, I invested on training, I invested on classes for me to be able to have a deeper understanding of who I am, because the more that you know yourself, the better that you are in making the decisions in your life. So that is something that I'm going to share to you right now. And my hope is you will be able to learn out of this and get some wisdom out of this. But of course, when you learn something, share it in your timelines as well. Get your hashtag pack your bag moments. Just one thing that you take away from this talk, so that we can inspire others in the digital space. You know, let's put some contents in there that would be able to change, or at least tickle that minds of the individuals, so that they can think and create a better life in the future. All right. Maraming salamat, Coach Marife, for joining. Coach Fisha as well is joining us. Coach Maan, thank you very much for joining me this wonderful morning. And thank you as well for inviting other people in the digital space. All right. Let me first share to you a story. So, when I got certified as a life coach, both Coach Tin and I got certified as a life coach back May in 2018. After a few months, so I've started to change the way that I lead my people. So I was an authoritative leadership setting, and I shift to um, coaching leadership. So I went into coaching, and back in August, I remember a time in which we were having a team building. And the way that team building goes, usually on my experience anyway, is we go to that place, we go to a resort, we go to a beach, you know, and you do some playful activities in there, then you drink, and then you go home. So that is what the activities of my memory is. I don't know if that is something that you guys do, but for me, that was my experience. So what I did is I changed that because of my learnings in the certification. We conducted a coaching workshop, and the coaching workshop allowed individuals to have clarity on the reason why they do what they want to do in life. And there were activities that we conducted, because I've realized that one of the biggest challenges of individuals in the workplace is not having the clarity of their whys. You know, hold it in there. Don't leave me yet, huh? I'll explain. Now we know, every one of us, including me, when I graduated in college, you know, I had a family early on when I was 19 years old. And my motivation was there is to get work. My motivation is to provide food in the table, to make sure that I'm able to buy put in a roof in the top of my heads of my family, and buy a house eventually, buy a car, send my children to a good school, and so on and so forth. And these are the things that was motivation back then. But as I progress in my career, you know, about a decade in my career, so I've been in the corporate world for 14 years, about a decade, it struck me, and start asking myself, is this really the life that's made for me, or is there more? Because I felt that there is still more in life that I can do. And I started to journey on having an understanding of what is it that I wanted to do in life. And lo and behold, I found this book, and this book is something that has helped me towards achieving this goal. It's called Prime to Perform, if you're familiar with that. It's something that allowed me to really have a deeper understanding of what motivates individuals to continue working or enjoying the work that they do. Because you know, a lot of times where people leave the company is because there's a disconnect between the values of the company and the values of the individuals. But when you as an individual are able to have a clear understanding of what are the things that you value, what are the things that are important to you, what are the things that you would want to have in your life, you are more intentional about the company that you will work with. You check their values, you check their missions, you check their purpose, you check the overall performance of the company, so that when you come in there, you know what you're looking for and you know what you're getting. And that is something, if you are a, if you're looking for work right now, if you are planning for a transition, if you're planning to find another job, I would like for you to message Coach Maureen Mystica in there and Coach Tin. They're both helping individuals if you are wanting to work on your resume to make sure that it's something that would allow you to find the right work for you. You know, that you don't have to move from work and places to places, and these things is not allowing you to create a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Do message them. They're in there. Hanapin nyo lang Tin De Hoya and Maureen Mystica. They are the ones who will help you. They are HR professionals, and they would really allow you to create that resume that would make an impact, and also get a deeper understanding of how you can grow through the interview process. All right, so check in there, message in there. um, you know for the first strategy session, there's no payment in there. Just kick in there. If it's something that's for you, take advantage. If it's not, then that's okay. Just let them help you. All right. So two types of motives. Let's talk about two type of motives and why people do what things that we do. There are two types of motives. Number one is indirect motives, and number two is direct motives. So yeah, indirect motives and direct motives. That I'll focus on indirect motives first. These are the indirect motives are extrinsic in nature. Maybe you've heard about extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. Indirect motives are extrinsic in nature. It means it's not coming from you. It means that it's an influence from the outside. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's other people. Maybe it's what you've seen in the digital space that is influencing you to get motivated. And number two is the direct motive. And the direct motive is innate in you. It is something that you want. It is something that you are doing. It's something that originally you. So that is something that the two types of motive. And between these motives is what I call the reasons why we work. There are six reasons why we work, and there are three of each of direct motives, and I'm going to share that to you. I hope you're ready. Okay, let's start first with, are you ready? Type in there if you're ready. Let me know if you're ready in there, if you're still there with me. Let's talk about the motives. This is important for those people who's working in the workplace, who are in the workforce. If you have a team with you, even if it's one person that you're leading, I tell you, this will allow you to have a deeper understanding on what motivates your people to do the work that they do. All right? Okay, Coach Candy is ready. Who else? Are you ready? Ready? Type it in there if you're ready. Okay, indirect motives. The first one of the reasons why people are motivated to do the work that they do is because of, ready? Emotional pressure. Yan. If people in the workplace are emotionally, motivated, they are wanting to avoid disappointments. They are wanting to avoid guilt. They are wanting to avoid shame, which compels them to do the activity that they need to do at their work. Now, these are the things that, are their perception of themselves, the perception of other people, and the judgment of other people that they're trying to avoid. For example, maybe you are someone, or someone today, someone who are working or continuously working because they need to satisfy the expectation of the parents. And most often than not, I'm doing parenting. That is one thing. One of my passion project as well is in parenting, because I want to help parents understand themselves so that they can understand their children. And when the parents are emotionally putting this stress with their children, the children will do the things that the parents want to do, to just to please them, to get affirmation, but their lives are miserable. We've talked to a lot of people who, you know, they satisfied the needs of the parents. The parents wanted to be like this, or the children forced them to be like that too, because they're not able to satisfy them. This happens, and it's sad because the children are not satisfied with the work that they do. That at the end of the day, when they hit that peak, they would say, I want to give all of these things up. And it's just a waste of time. So imagine if the people that you're handling, or you yourself, are being motivated by emotional pressure, this is one of the biggest things that affects you, because this moves you towards doing what you are called in this world to do. All right? So that is emotional pressure. Number two is economic pressure. Yeah. First one is emotional pressure. The second one is economic pressure. And economic pressure is about punishment and reward. If you're familiar in the corporate world, we call this carrot and stick, that you would be able or you want to perform because there is a prize in there. The carrot is the prize, and you would avoid making mistakes, making errors, making bad judgment at all costs because of the stick, because of the punishment. And if the company is not allowing you to make errors, to make mistakes, and it's so self-critical about the performance that you have, then you're gonna have that stress constantly, because you will avoid taking risk, you will avoid taking, not making judgment based on a general consensus. You want to make sure that everyone is pleased in there, so that um, you won't get that carrot and stick approach. And what happens here is the perks. You're keeping your job because of the perks and the paychecks. That's really the case in if it's economic pressure that you are getting motivated to do the work. Number three, third type of indirect motive, which is the motives that you do or for you to be able to do the work, is inertia. And inertia, when you are in a state of inertia, maybe you've known someone this, these people are the ones simply doing the work because they came into work yesterday, you know? Or at times they don't even know why they do the work in the first place. So that is inertia, 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 that they are just, doing there, and eventually they will stop, and they will take a full hold. Now you would ask, why is it that some people in the workplace, when they come in, you interview them, they're so good, they're right for the fit for the job, they're able to, based on paper in the interviews, they're good. They performed in the first couple of months, a year, then second year, something happened, their performance declined. And these are the things that we started asking. Then we would doubt maybe the person is not really right for the role, and we would doubt the person instead of asking what happened with the person on why they were like that. Or maybe prior to applying, they were already that also. That's the reason why there's a power in life coaching. And if you are wanting to have powerful conversations with your interviews, if you are an HR professional, if you want to change the way that you're able to help the people that you're interviewing, message us, join us in the life coaching profession. It's a powerful profession. It's a wonderful thing that you're able to have or to hear the HR professional interviewing you and giving you some insights on how you can do better. And that is something that you can do. Yeah. Sabi ni Coach Maripe, emotional pressure is endured when the person believes that it is only things that he has. Yes. That's basically it. All right. So those are the three indirect motives, which is an external factor: emotional pressure, economic pressure, and inertia. Let's talk about the direct motives which is innate in you. It is intrinsic motivated, and the first one here is potential. Yan. You're doing the work because there is potential in there. It is a stepping stone for you. Maybe it's something. I know. I remember Master Coach A talk about this. It's a springboard for success. That when you utilize that, you move towards the work that you're doing for that specific role, specific job. It's a springboard for you to the next level. A good example is what I did when I started in the corporate world, in the contact center industry. I became an agent first. Then I tried to look for other work which allowed me to move into workforce management as a workforce management professional. And that helped me, move forwards being a director in my career. So potential is a stepping stone. Maybe the person or you are motivated because of the potential. You get promoted in there, or you have some movement in the future. It's something that you can do. Number two, types of motivation for direct motive is purpose. It's purpose when you are focused or you're doing the work or you're motivated to do the work because of the outcome of the activity. It's not specifically the work that you're enjoying, but you know that whatever you do, it's something that will give a significant outcome. Like, for example, if you're providing your time to a community if you're doing service, like the coaches here who's doing this. um, it's something that we would spend time on researching, what have you, creating materials, and there are some areas in there that we don't like to do, but because we're inspired because of the purpose or the outcome that will come in if we're able to do it, it's something that we were doing still. So purpose is the outcome of the activity. And lastly, if you want to create a workforce which is totally motivated, totally inspired, totally, in there, enjoying, you know, loving the work that they do, we need to help them be in the space of play. Yeah, play. It is in a space of play when everyone is at flow. You're doing the work because of the work itself. The work itself is enjoyable. Like for me, doing this is enjoyable. I'm teaching it, but at times I also am camera shy and I'm not used to doing this kinds of things. But because it's something that I enjoyed, it's something that I value, it's something that gives me the fulfillment and the meaning and the work that they do, then play first plays an important role. So those are the 6 reasons why we work. Let me repeat that. The top one reason why we do the things that we do is play. The second, which is one step farther than play, is purpose. Third is potential. The fourth is emotional pressure. The fifth is economic pressure. And the last is inertia. Now, having all of this knowledge puts everything in perspective and understanding why our people perform. Some of the people would perform and some of the people don't perform. Or maybe on the onset, as I've said, some might be performing, then afterwards something happened with them and it can't really explain. You see, what I've learned in the corporate world is why people would suddenly decline in the performance because of the lack of clarity of the kind of life that they wanted to create. And I want you to, give your ears with me and listen to me just for this moment. Um, I've been in a space in which I was earning great. I have a great role. I have the perks. I have all of these different things. But there was something missing in my life because I wasn't really clear of the path that I wanted to do. And I was living a drifting life. Drifting life, like I moved from places to places, from areas to areas and what have you, because it wasn't clear for me of what the kind of life and experiences that I want. And if you want to help your employees, if you want to help the workplace, if you want to help the culture and to instill, a heart, an inspired heart, a motivated heart, a hopeful heart, a loving heart, and a heart that really wants to be there because of the work we do, we need to be able to help them create a designed life. Living a designed life means understanding their identity, knowing their identity, knowing them deeply, because it's all about being human. You are human. They are human. They are not 1 and 0 that we just put in there, just a warm body so that they do the work and afterward that's it. We need to help them understand their identity, having clear on their identity, because they play different roles. Some of the roles that they play are maybe they're a father, maybe they're a mom, maybe they're a brother, they're a son, a daughter, maybe they're a teacher, an employer, different roles that they play. So it confuses them on really having the common theme of what they do and focusing their energy towards the role that they want to conform. Because that every one of us has original design. And if we are able to give our God given design and we're able to utilize that, that gives us a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Number two of living a designed life is understanding your self image. Self image is both public and private. It means that, it relates to how you see yourself, and it also relates to how people see you. And it relates at the end of the day how you want people to see you. So when you're intentional about the kind of image that you want to create, it allows you to be more, you know, goal oriented and value oriented towards achieving the, success in your life. And lastly, living a designed life means understanding the values, understanding your values, understanding their values. Like what is important to them? Are the work that they're doing right now really matter to them? And if you would say yes, have you asked them? Had you confirmed with them? Have you had this deep, conversation with them so that they understand that the values that they have also aligns to the values of what company or the company is set? There are difference in cultural norms, in politics and religion, but getting to know really the person from the inside out allows us to help them create a designed life. So how do we help individuals follow their flow? Because this one, it's a long process, but I tell you, if you're able to start implementing this in the workplace, it just changes the way that people see themselves and people see the company. And I tell you, they will appreciate it. They would appreciate that the leaders are being mindful of the mental aspect of the individuals, and they would allow them to be mentally fit so that they can live a life of meaning and fulfillment. So, how do you follow your flow? I'll just give you 3 steps. Number one, if you want to find your flow or your play, number one question that you can ask yourself is, what projects or project were you so engrossed in that you lose track of time? Yeah. What project are you so engrossed with? It's like when you're there, time just passed by. You thought it was just 1 hour. Yung pala, it's 4 hours already. So that's one. Number two is, what are you specifically doing that you feel energized instead of being drained? Like, what are the specific tasks? If you dissect the tasks that you're doing right now, maybe you're in the workforce right now doing reports. Maybe you're the one who's doing customer service. Maybe you're the one who's doing paperwork in here. What specific work in there that you feel energized? You might say, Coach, wala. Dissect that for a moment and really find that out. Because at the end of the day, there's just one thing in there, even if it's small, identify that gives you the energy to do the things that you need to do. And lastly, keep track of these feelings that you have when you start asking, noting it when you are doing effortless work and joyful work. Because when you're able to keep track, find tracker in there, utilize it in your Excel if you want to, keep track of it. It gives you a whole different perspective of the activities that you're doing, and it allows you to see things for what it is, and also puts you in a space where you will take action and make the necessary change. Winston Churchill said, to improve is to change, to be perfect is to change often. Change is the only thing that is constant. People would change, tides would change, seasons would change, the environment would change. We're experiencing right now. But the beautiful thing about it, because change allows you to be better, it allows you to adapt, it allows you to improve, and it allows you to make the necessary change, which is every day given an opportunity for you to make that change for the future, because now allows you to do so, and tomorrow will come. You can have that problem, fix that problem tomorrow, but today is where things will happen. If you are a business leader in there and if you're looking for support, our advocacy in Life Coach Philippines is in mental health and mental fitness specifically. We're offering mental health talks. Our three offerings that we have is the art of mentally healthy conversation at the workplace. If you want to create a healthy conversation in the workplace, raise employees awareness on mental health, develop mentally healthy and meaningful conversation, and help individuals identify with mental health through real life examples. This is something that we can offer in your company. The second that we're offering is 5 steps process to improve mental health at the workplace. And you will get here is to provide a deeper understanding of mental wellness, understanding common stress and anxiety triggers, and 5 strategies to improve mental health at place of work. And the third talk that we can do to you is the introduction of the mind model, which is for you to recognize, or the employee to recognize, early warning signs of mental ill health, empower individuals to access support when and as needed, and use the mind coaching model to nurture a mentally fit work environment. This is a special rate that we're offering to everyone out there. Feel free to message us. Just connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661, or you can message Life Coach Philippines if you want to know more about how this program can help you in your workspace. All right? Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're able to get some wisdom and some nuggets in here. As I've said, please share this with other people as well. You know, what I've learned is, if you want to learn more, when you've learned is to teach. So teach what you've learned so that you get to learn more, and you also get feedback from others. All right? As I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. Join us in the Be Learning e-card. I am inviting you to join and be part of the Be Learning journey of living smarter with monthly perks. Last May, what Master Coach Abe have done is she launched the Be Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of the Be Learning Home of Mental Fitness. And the Copy Republic is hosting the Be Learning e-card that unlocks opportunities for smarter living with monthly perks. And what you will get is 3 perks. Number 1 is 5% food and beverage discount at the Copy Republic. Number 2 is the Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, happening every third Saturday of the month. And third is a 90-minute coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And for this month, what you will get is a Mental Model Masterclass scheduled on July 17th. That's going to be next Saturday at 7 p.m. Master Coach A will teach the 80-20 Mental Model Mastery. This is the Pareto principle, if you're familiar with that, and learn the mental model behind the 80-20 rule, and discover how you can apply this behind, or how you can apply it in almost every area of your life and accelerate your success. You can utilize this with your relationship. You can utilize this with your work. You can utilize this with your health, your learning, your business, your career, your purpose, your values. Again, almost every area of your life, you can utilize this. So take advantage of this. Message Coach Rizal 0917-586-1661. Now, if your company is looking for a way to help with mental fitness, I would like to invite you to get certified in the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coaching Certification Program. I tell you, when I got certified here 3 years ago, I've implemented this in the workplace. It has helped a lot in transforming how the people see themselves and the people see their company, and performance just increase. It's a life coaching certification, becoming a certified life coach. It's called Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. It's a comprehensive 21-day journey of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. And what you'll get is a web-based learning, 21 days, 3 days live coaching bootcamp, and a 3-day business bootcamp if this is something that you want to monetize in the future. And you will also get a lot of perks that Master Coach A will give you. Just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover opportunities waiting for you in this profession. All right. Maraming salamat for joining me. Do join us for another coaching conversation later at 2 p.m. with Coach Maan for coaching for for healthy mind space at 2 p.m. and Coach Tin, my better half, coaching for relationship at 4 p.m. Once again, this is Life Coach Shaun Joya, mentally fit to serve you from Life Coach Philippines. For Coaching Think Talk, coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Thank you very much. La bam boom, la bam boom, la bam boom. Thank you. Bye-bye.